Well, not a 50-run win.
Not even an 18-run win.
But in between, a 30-run win.
What a win.
What a win, nevertheless, for India to kickstart their ICC T20 World Cup on a high. After Suryakumar Yadav's magnificent 84 ensured India got to a above par score now in hindsight with 161. Then Mohammad Siraj, Akshar Patel and Varun Chakravarti all combined to ensure that yes, India win by 29 runs. Yes, a win is a win, but then there are some wake-up calls in this particular game at the Wankhede. One, the middle order batting. Second, it was your bowlers that pulled you through. And you didn't feel Jasprit Bumrah's absence. But remember, you're playing a minnow. Let's make one thing very clear here, okay? Associate nations, unfortunately, don't have that much of experience when you deal with all the other major countries. USA have featured in several ICC events, but they have not challenged any nation barring Pakistan.
Which in itself tells you more about Pakistan than it does USA.
Yeah. Well then, gentlemen, the first thoughts about this particular match. Happy with the performance, slightly worried with the performance, or do you think, nah, I mean, why do we have to make a mountain out of a molehill? You're one at the end of the day.
No, I mean, see, you can always point out the concerns, and there were a fair few concerns. The natural first one being, and see, we'd seen a lot of fans alluded to it in the mid-innings show that we did, where they talked about, taking the pressure or looking at the situation, playing the situation, that in an ICC tournament, this isn't just some meaningless bilateral. However, more so than that, because I don't think this team should change their approach.
Yeah.
I think they'd be doing themselves and the nation a disservice if they change their approach. But sometimes I will agree that you need to play the situation, not ICC match, but you needed to assess the pitch a little bit. And that's one thing which I felt really none of the batters except Sky managed to do very well. Everyone tried going for an attacking shot after getting tied down, and inevitably that is what led to them perishing. That was true for most of the batters. Yeah. The only one who was really patient and actually did the hard work to grind it out was Sky.
I mean, to sum up Shane's point, I mean, looking at the way how it is, okay, the wicket had nothing to do with any of the dismissals. I'll give you an example. Abhishek Sharma, I think the wicket didn't have anything to do with it. Ishan, the pitch had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but he had gotten bogged down by not being able to cut loose, and that's why he went for the shot. He went for similar with a Tilak, similar with Shivam Dubey, similar with a Rinku Singh, similar with a Hardik Pandya, similar even with an Akshar Patel.
Yeah.
No one really, it wasn't so much the pitch, but I'm not saying the pitch directly. But what was happening is that you were not able to score at the same rate that you are used to, and rather than look at that and say, okay, I'll need to readjust, they just went for their big shots. That is a bit of a concern. You were bailed out today by a magnificent knock by Suryakumar Yadav. Yeah. But imagine if Sky had to follow the same template as well. You could have been telling a very different story today.
Yeah, I mean, you lost by 29 runs.
No, but I somewhere feel that what we saw today is exactly what this team has lived by over the last year and a half. This is exactly the template that they wanted to follow as well. It's the brand of cricket as Surya and the team management so often speaks of. Today was just an example of that, I would say. That on some days you'll only have a couple of people who will come extremely good, who will get you runs or do bulk of the scoring, and there will be days like some of the days that you had in the T20 series gone by, where you had multiple people going big for runs. Could more people have exercised caution? Of course, hindsight tells you, yes, they could have. But I think this has been the approach of this team, that we will go for runs no matter what situation it is. It would have been foolhardy if Suryakumar Yadav had also done the same, because, of course, while you want to go gung-ho, while you want to go all aggressive, you do have a certain total in mind as well, and batters do take up ownership. Today, Suryakumar Yadav put up his hand and said, okay, I'm going to ensure that the team gets to a respectable total, one that the bowlers can defend. But otherwise, will I be faulting these players for taking their chances? Absolutely not. Even Hardik Pandya, yes, he was set up, I would say, and no fault to the pitch over there, Siddharth, as well. In another dismissal that one can say that had nothing to do with the pitch per se. But what Hardik did over there, yes, he was outsmarted by the bowler a bit, I felt. But if you're 77 for 5, 6, this team's also shown us in the past that if we dare to get close to that 300 mark, there will be days where we will get out for about 120, 130. Yes, in a bilateral, 120, 130, you can still brush under the carpet. In a T20 World Cup, 120, 130 will scare you a lot. Good thing is, today wasn't that day where you bundled out for 120, 130. It looked like it would be that kind of a day. But kudos to this team and the captain in particular for ensuring that despite the early jitters, you did enough to sail through. No concerns per se. This is exactly what this team has been all about, and that's what I would urge all of you all listening to us as well. This is exactly, and it's not the first time that you've seen India be in a tough situation. Yes, I agree with you. Perhaps if you were to go back a year and a half back and look back at those numbers since the T20 World Cup win in 2024, maybe never did we see a situation where 4 wickets were lost inside the power play, or maybe if there was, I can't remember a lot of those situations. But this is exactly what we've heard the team management tell us and the captain tell us, that we will go for runs. We have 8 batters for a reason, and we will go for runs. Hindsight tells you that yes, besides Surya, if he had gotten some more support, the story could have been different, but that can be said about so many other matches as well then.
I mean, see, today the pitch confounded everybody. I mean, everybody felt that yes, it was a belter, a typical Wankhede featherbed where runs would just be made for fun. But no, I mean, you only made 161 and you won by only 29 runs, which showed that there was sluggish bounce, sluggish pace, and there was not much dew. I mean, the conditions in Mumbai are pretty pleasant. Like we said, 20 degrees, 31, 33. I mean, that's February weather. It's pretty good in Mumbai at this stage. So, not much of dew. And that is why I think I do like these kind of pitches also in an ICC event, because we don't want 250, 270, 280.
In every game, I agree.
So, that is why I don't mind these kind of pitches. And yes, the Indian team has a template and they've stuck to that template that has given them a success ratio over 85-90% in the last 2 years. You got 8 batters, as Harshit pointed out, go gung-ho. Yes, it could backfire had Suryakumar Yadav had not hit those 84 runs. I mean, over 55% of the runs in the total was Suryakumar Yadav's alone. So, yes, Mumbai is a wake-up call that you need one of your batters to hang in there and ensure that you do well. Others might fail, but you need one batter to go big.
And that's especially true, I'd say, in slightly trickier conditions. Look,
Yeah.
if you get the kind of featherbeds that you've been getting in bilateral T20 series in India for the World Cup, then that approach will pay off absolutely. The approach of just going gung-ho, everyone getting 40, 50 quick-fire runs with someone getting a 70, 80, maybe 100, it'll pay off very handsomely. Very handsomely.
Because this is kind of like a wake-up call and a preparation for another tricky pitch which you could potentially encounter in Colombo. If that match takes place, you've seen already in the first game itself that was played at the SSC, it wasn't a high-scoring one.
Wasn't high-scoring and there were wickets on offer.
There were wickets on offer. But remember, you will only judge the Premadasa after you have played a couple of games there. For example, Sri Lanka, Ireland are going to play tomorrow at 7 p.m. There you will find out how the pitch is going to behave. Okay? India, Pakistan, if the game happens on February 15th, I doubt it will be a 220, 230 kind of a wicket. It will be similar to what you've seen here in Mumbai. So you've had adequate preparation for that. I don't know how the Delhi wicket will shape up, because it's almost the end of the season. And looking at the Delhi wicket, will it be like how it was in the IPL of 2024? I doubt. Because India are playing Namibia on Thursday. So you started your campaign with 1 or 2 loopholes that you have to plug. Middle order, you can go gung-ho, but on every day it won't work. If Surya hadn't scored, US staring at a very low total. And USA could very well have chased it.
So that's what I'm saying. Again, I don't know if this is a loophole per se. Yes, it's just an off day is all I'd say, and not all days can be happy days for you. We've seen enough T20 cricket, bilateral cricket over the last few months for us to be extremely confident of this bunch even now. A bad day could come, and it could have been today, it could be the day of the final. I hope that day doesn't come though. But a bad day can just be around the corner at any point. What you have seen, and this is why it was said for the T20 series, even though you had lost the ODI series to New Zealand, you were sure that this is going to be heavily in favor of the Indian team, which it was ultimately. And you've seen that on many occasions in the T20 series. Again, I will point out, did you not have Hardik Pandya bail you out on a couple of occasions? He smacked those 50. I will also point out Rinku Singh, when he played the first match of that particular series, again he held the other end and he was almost going run a baller, little less than that, but ultimately got to a 50, a blazing 50, because he realized that his partner on the other side was scoring runs at that time. So my point being, these guys know their roles very well. Today was a bad day. Today was an off day for more than a couple of them. But we have been told in the past, this would have been surprising if it was the first time we saw India play with an approach we're not used to playing. We've been told this is higher risk, higher reward approach. Questions become sharper if it's a knockout stage and that approach costs you heavily. But this team has dared to live by this approach. They've dared to, live by the sword and die by it. And that's exactly what happened today.
Exactly. So it was a question of two power plays. I mean, the first, India also struggled. USA struggled also in the power play. And this brings me to the man that I'm going to focus next after Suryakumar Yadav, who played such a pivotal role. If he said that I only believe in Jassi Bhai, well, if Jassi Bhai is not there, we believe only in Mohammad Siraj. Because again, look at his spell today in the power play. I mean, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, only 31 runs were scored in the power play.
And 3 wickets had fallen.
3 wickets had fallen. And that is why this is a big situation with Mohammad Siraj. Imagine, 19 months later, he's playing a T20I. The last time he played was in Palakele. Immediately after the end of the T20 World Cup, after the series against Zimbabwe, he played in Palakele. That's it. To now put up a display, but again, Siraj in Mumbai isn't surprising. You remember how he raced through Sri Lanka in that 2023 ODI match here in the Wankhede with he and Shami, by the way.
Also, it's worth noting that with Siraj, I've never, and I don't think even the team management ever had a problem with his ability to bowl in the power play. It's just that his ability to bowl in the death counted against him. And that was perhaps the major issue why he found himself sidelined just a little bit in this format. See, even today in the death, he did go for a few runs, but at that point in time, he was defending so many, it didn't matter. If you use him as a power play bowler, though, there's a good player there. Because again, I think he bowled 3 overs in the power play.
He did.
That's the kind of role you should use him for.
Yep. But see, it is a straight swap. Siraj out for the next game if Bumrah's fit and he comes in.
But the thing is, he's not really a straight swap in terms of role. Bumrah, he gives you 1 over at most in the power play, 1 in the middle when you need to break a partnership maybe, and then 2 in the death.
Not anymore. You saw in the Asia Cup how he started in the middle overs and then he didn't bowl much in the death overs also.
You had the luxury of a Hardik Pandya over there, na Siddharth? But now we've seen, as Shane points out, that has been his utility, and that's how Surya's used him. One at the top, 1 somewhere in the middle, and you keep 2
for the death.
The death overs.
Nikhil, we are just discussing at this
point. I can hear your voice till the dining area. So excited are you?
Yeah.
From that dining area, I could hear Siddharth.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Good, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm not being critical.
Exactly. I mean, we have to celebrate.
So I knew even before I reached here that it's a happy mood.
It is. I mean, although
Harshil is not seeming the most excited. He seems to have had a long day.
Although it is
crossing the border, traveling from the other side of the border.
He crossed from Pakistan all the way here, man.
A lot of driving today.
He could be right now. I mean, if someone was to see him, I think that India's lost the first game.
Haris Azam was the Durandar who came at that Haris Azam at this point in time. So, but Nikhil, I mean, it's a kind of a tempered happiness at this point because it's been a good wake-up call on a tricky wicket where I think everybody got the pitch conditions wrong. So, I think this was necessary. If not for Surya and if not for Siraj's early strikes, I think USA very well made a match of it.
No, they did. In fact, I mean, look at this entire tournament. Many thought that we'll be sleeping through the first few days because there was such lopsided encounters. I think the first game everyone was looking forward to was New Zealand-Afghanistan, which happens tomorrow. But if you see day one, all games have been exciting. I think even that West Indies-Scotland was an exciting game. Towards the end, of course, there's 4 wickets fall in 1 over and the tide completely changes. But it was also getting to an exciting level. Again, I think it's not just this India game. This day is a reminder that this is the World Cup. And funny things happen when there is pressure. Funny things happen when it's an ICC tournament. That's why it is tough to win a tournament. Play bilateral You'll barely get any, surprises, unless of course it's India playing a test series at home. Then you get those surprises on a regular basis. But
ODIs now.
But even they're not surprises. No, we've lost so often in this one.
Even ODIs now.
yeah, but in T20 eyes usually it doesn't. But ICC tournaments, I think this is what it showed. Secondly, is also telling that the gap between associate nations and the top level nations is reducing. See, I'll tell you why I say that. I think we are a bit careful in how we analyze this game, or not at our jovial best, because we think that this was a close shave, that because India kind of got out of jail. I think that's the exact sentiment. But I'll try and change that. You know why that feeling is, and I was thinking about it, that feeling is primarily because it's come against the US. And what we expected was a hammering. What we expected was 300, which we were saying, because we expected a flat track 300, USA fold out for 150. That's what we were expecting. Now, I just say change the opposition, not USA. Let's say this game was Afghanistan, okay? This game was New Zealand. You won by 29 runs or so. You're happy. It's a lovely win to start the tournament with. You'd say, wow, it is a thumping win. We've started that way. So in that sense, I think more than, I'm looking at India, and of course we'll talk about their batting, which needs some sort of tweaking. But towards the end, the game, the way it's finished, I'd say it was primarily because it's USA and we are not happy with the margin of defeat. We wanted a big margin. Any other team would have been fine. But yeah, that takes me to the batting. And that's been the hallmark or strength of this team, that somebody or the other has stepped up on occasions. India has been on occasions 30 for 3 or whatever. I just, not too far back in the Asia Cup final, you were staring down the barrel. And that's Tilak Verma, who plays a role like he did. It's a Suryakumar Yadav today. And I'm sure, again, I don't think India will have a collapse like this very often. You will never be 77 for 6. You will have collapses. You will be 35 for 3 or 47 for 4. Is possible. It's that format. They are going to play aggressive cricket. That will happen. But I think the quality you have, and this is what makes us very confident, the quality that you have, you will always get above par total. Today also, we again were looking at it at Wankhede, and that's why we're critical. Wankhede, how can you be anywhere less than 220? But this is not the Wankhede pitch that we thought it's going to be. Many people say the pitch is not like that. See the USA team. They are also stroke makers. They play well. We've seen it in the past. They've notched up runs when they get good batting condition. There was a phase where they went into a shell because they were also finding it a little difficult to score.
Fourth wicket stand.
So I think, sure, India could have gotten 20 more. I think that would have been ideal had they not had a collapse, or 25 more. But 285, 290 on this track would have been a fantastic total. Just that we have memories of Wankhede, and Wankhede means 230. Now it's USA. Add another 50 and we should be sitting at 280. So we weren't very generous on that front.
So, I mean, if you look at how the first day has spanned out, you have had 2 pitches which were challenging, one at SSC and one in Mumbai. The Kolkata pitch, when you look at it, was a flattest of the lot. West Indies made 190, Scotland made a match out of it.
But see, that's also the key thing, right? West Indies versus Scotland, with the kind of power that the West Indies batting has, you'd also be thinking they should be getting 230, 240, especially when you have memories of Kolkata being the way it has been for the past 2 years. But see, World Cup pressure does funny things to you, no? But 220 goes down to 190.
On the wicket front as well, I like it. Whole thought of these obscene totals we talk about is just ridiculous. It's not an even contest then.
But can I tell you one thing? For India's sake, again, I'm putting my Indian fan hat on. For India's sake, with the team that they have at the moment, flat pitches, just as you went to the previous T20 World Cup with the kind of batting that you were doing and the kind of bowling attack you went with those spinners, you tailor-made your team to those conditions, and those conditions would have helped you would have won.
Yes.
In the way, the last year and a half, the kind of cricket you've been playing, the resources at your disposal, if you get flat tracks all throughout this tournament, it'll benefit India the most.
100% agree.
Yeah. But, so now you're looking at cricket versus national interest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's 100% agreement that I have over there, and I think the one cricketing learning everyone has now over the last couple of years is from the 19th. You don't tinker the pitch, you backed your batting, you would have won. You didn't back your batting enough, you wanted to spook the opposition, you got spooked yourself. So the one learning that Indian cricket has,
19 November.
yeah.
Not 2019, you mean 19.
19.
No, 19th you have to specify.
No, I don't want to. That's why, because I think I'm making it a habit of going back to the 19th. But
Yeah,
it's
you go there very often.
Okay,
Yeah,
19
which is-
November or 5th February for you?
19th November, Siddharth.
Not 5th February. I
19th.
thought that is even more cataclysmic for you.
No, 19th.
Yeah. But then, why I asked this particular question about the challenging wickets, do you think, I mean, as far as the ICC T20 World Cup is concerned, these kind of pitches, are they going to be the norm, or do you think that, okay, it will get flatter as the tournament progresses? What do you think about
No, I don't think they'll get flatter. So I'm a bit surprised. In fact, you get the best pitches at the beginning of the tournament. And here you're playing in Wankhede and you've gotten this kind of pitch. And this is, by the way, this is bang in the middle of India's cricketing season. So traditionally also, this is your cricketing season. It would, end towards summer, like March end, April, you'd be done with cricket. But your entire winters, which you would start from September, October, even your domestic cricket, that was the time, because rains you can't play, summers you can't play. So it was this back half of the year that you would get, and then the beginning of the next year used to be, and so the pitches would be fresh, you'd get some good totals, cooler conditions would mean, ball would come onto the bat, all of those things put together. This is a time where you should have got, see, in IPL we keep saying that, it's the summers, pitch will tire, the sun will beat the whole day, that will be problematic, and we may not, as the tournament progresses, don't get good pitches. But at the start, I'm a bit surprised you haven't gotten good pitches. And again, I was going to say, if the host can have a say, and then just pause for a bit. Of course, hosts will have a say, and they should.
Yeah,
Though technically the pitches go under the ICC, look after, but
yes.
hello.
We all
Just,
know.
I was just
2023
about to
happened,
say
yeah.
that today's day, and especially the way that this pitch played out, it did look like the ICC had a greater say than it did in 2023.
I mean, it started from Wankhede. Let us make no mistake about it. That New Zealand semi-final, it started from there.
oh, you got a scare that time as well.
Sure.
More than a scare.
And it went next level in Ahmedabad, but I think today they have course corrected. So,
Yeah.
I don't mind these kind of wickets,
No, the
honestly.
ICC
Again, for cricketing's sake,
Yeah.
as a purist.
Yeah.
What this tells me is that the ICC has just been proactive in its work of late.
Okay, what do you make of India's approach? You okay with it? This has worried
Just
you?
cast
Something?
opinions on that.
Don't
only.
change it.
Yeah,
Don't
don't
change it.
change
Okay,
it.
since even I agree. I wouldn't want India to change the approach. But again, this is one thing. I will give credit, 100% credit to the USA team.
Yeah.
They came so prepared. That fielder for Abhishek
Yes.
was kept. It's a very unusual fielding position. They had a fielder there knowing fully well Abhishek is going to be playing that shot. And they did that. Shivam Dubey also, the way they surprised him with a quick shot one to begin with. He's a bit late on the shot, gets out. So, Suryakumar Yadav, by the way, it's that, what I loved about Surya's inning is that he went to plan B, C. That is what a smart batter is. But you see, they knew that I don't have to go leg side to him. He's going to murder me. My field is going to be there. It's just that he played some outrageous strokes. You can seldom go wrong with a low full toss outside off stump, and they had the field set for that, but he was pulling those shots to square leg, deep fine leg, incredible batting. But that's what I'm saying. And then also not easy for Suryakumar, who's naturally a very aggressive batter, to bide his time, play the anchor role to begin with, and then wait for his opportunity where he could let loose. So that is what I wouldn't want India to change their approach. It's fine. You got to keep attacking. That is what made you the team that you are. If you had one bad day where collectively everyone failed, let this be that day, and good for you that one guy stood up and bailed you out. But rest of the matches, if you continue this approach, you're going to destroy a few teams in this tournament. You get good pitches, same approach, what we've gotten used to of them destroying, we'll see a few teams being destroyed, and I would like that. So if that approach has worked for you for a year and a half, made you the number one T20 team in the world, made you the favorite in this tournament, don't sweat over what happened today. In fact, take heart from the fact that I got out, no problem, he's there, no problem, he's there, no problem, he's there. Somebody or the other will do the job for me. So no issue about the approach. A little thank to Netravalkar as well.
Yeah, 4
Very
overs.
kind to us.
The second most runs.
I saw on social media Pakistani fans going, oh, he's helping the Indian team. Trade deal, US trade deal. This is also part.
This was the mother of all deals. If you look at it.
It was the
4
father of
overs,
all deals?
father of all deals.
Or
4
just
overs,
the deal
none,
of all fathers.
4 overs, none for 65.
Yeah, but can I tell you, that's rather unfair to Saurav Netrawal, who's such a hard-working cricketer, such a genuine cricketer. Had a bad day, and you have
look at
such aspersions being.
Cast upon.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. The next 3 bowlers, if you total it up, also it just comes about to Netrawal.
So he had a bad day, and that's fine.
Yeah.
We can't be casting
Can I
aspersions.
tell you, the issue for, again, luck plays its role. You got Shubham as well as Ali Khan get injured.
Yeah.
Okay, at the crucial point, had they not been injured, Saurav Netrawalkar wouldn't have come back for over number 3 and 4.
Not a
He's
chance.
not coming back because he went for runs in the second over.
Yeah.
He's not coming for over number 3 and 4. These guys are finishing their overs, and maybe those freebies that you got, or no, they were not actually freebies. It's
Penultimate
not that.
over.
It's just that they
Surya maneuvered
Nah.
it brilliantly in that sense.
you again were looking at a below par total, so it just played out like that. Those 2 injuries also proving to be very crucial in this entire encounter. I know we'll talk about that drop catch in the Netherlands-Pakistan game. This, it's not as obvious as a drop catch, but whatever.
Yeah, that injury, especially to Ali Khan, because he was, I think, the pick of their pacers along with Shadley Van Schalkwyk. They were both in very, very good nick. Ali Khan, in particular, in the early part, looked imperious. And then that one dive he went for, knee gets caught, done dusted. In fact, I fear a little bit for what his prospects may be, because that didn't look like it was an easy injury to suffer.
I think he knows his tournament's done.
Yeah.
Because the way he was getting comforted in the
Tournament
dugout.
is done.
Because he was in tears. I think the physios told him.
He came back. Remember, he came back, he took a run up and then
Yeah.
just pulled out
Yeah.
entirely.
There
And he
was
crying.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
says.
there
He
was
was,
a
right?
shot of Ali Khan in the dugout where he's like, there are tears, and they are comforting him. Don't panic. Don't worry. I think the tournament's not because it was a bad injury.
See, eventually India has won, and again I'm going back to something because recently I put a tweet out about Pakistan doing a U-turn. So when I put that out, a lot of folks in Pakistan weren't happy, and they were India was struggling at that time, 70, and they're like, you guys are making now see what will happen. I also made a joke about them on losing the morning game, and I felt like telling them, I could not, but now that I have a chance, I felt like telling them that you guys should be praying for an India win. The whole of Pakistan should have been praying for an India win. If India lost this game, India USA would have gone through. So for your guys' sake also, it is good that India has won.
But you're expecting math.
3 teams on 6 points.
No,
Potential.
he has he's done a Siddharth just now.
Yeah.
That is a comment that I expect him to say. Mean, nasty.
Especially when it comes to our neighbors.
Yep.
Yeah.
But don't worry, the game is happening on the 15th. You don't need to.
I'm still uncertain. I'm
you
still
don't
on
need
the
to
fence.
invoke NRR
even I don't think
calculations,
so.
math calculations.
I'm still on the fence. I mean, it's moved closer, but I don't think it's
But
still
the fact
happening.
that they are having negotiations means that
From how things stand, from a boycott to let's find a solution. You want to consult somebody for your own decision that you've made, your government. I don't understand how this works.
no, maybe consult as in maybe say that no.
No, we actually
force
wanted to play.
majeure is
we are
applicable. They might say that. I don't know.
But that's no consultation. Then you're just you've got to be explaining your actions. That's all that I look at it as. You called your own boycott. Now you want to consult about the boycott.
आखिर करना क्या चाहते हो? That is the one thing that I
Yeah.
want Pakistan to answer. But they've never answered it for 78 years of their existence. What are they wanting to do? Where does force majeure come into this? It doesn't. Just on a whim they said we'll boycott the India game. Hello. BCB, ICC was the main tussle. Pakistan tried to be Abdullah in Begani Shadi, but there was no Shadi. Abdullah wasn't needed. Again, at this point in time, I'm saying if Pakistan thinks that they are going to be world leaders, I'm sorry.
World leaders.
World
They'll be
leaders.
World leaders.
They are wanting to make a statement against India through this.
No, but not. I don't even think they have any aspirations of being world leaders because they know they can't be.
They can't be.
They are. You yourself say that they are
Look,
asking for loans. How can they? Be?
I mean, look, as a nation, as an entity, whatever they say in their so-called assembly, it's not to be taken seriously.
Can't actually tell you how amused I am because it's oxymoronic Pakistan.
I
and world
know.
leaders.
See, I'm highlighting.
And that knows is geopolitics a lot better.
I am
than-
only highlighting the massive ironies that exist with Pakistan. Simple. Through some other backdoor channels now, no, boycott. We are in solidarity with Bangladesh. Nahi yaar, let's negotiate. Let's do a U-turn. It's a country of U-turns for crying out loud.
At this point, even Bangladesh should be wondering what the hell is happening. These guys were claiming to be in solidarity with us. Now you're doing back channel negotiations.
Look, we are forgetting one more thing. 5 days later, there's an election.
Of course.
Now, in that election, whatever happens in Bangladesh, I don't know what West Pakistan is going to do at this point in time. Whatever happens in erstwhile East Pakistan, let's see. Let's see what happens.
Okay, let's dive into some questions and some interesting ones as always. Chirag starts. He says, Siddharth,
Dubey.
Huh.
Dubey coming that time was not wrong. Unlike wicket, Dubey would have definitely taken down the spinner and Shivam would have completed over. Sid Ranjane is part of CSK family. JSK, TSK, he plays for them. Yes, he is.
Oh yeah, Joburg and Texas.
Texas Super Kings. Yes, he is from Pune.
Bowled very well, the boy from Pune.
Yes, he did.
He could have, by the way, we keep talking about the game-changing thing. Suryakumar Yadav dropped on 15, sir.
Yeah.
15 because it was Shubham.
Yes.
He had it in his hand and
It
it
just
came out.
popped out.
This would have been a different game. Different
Correct.
game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. You would have seen USA do the unthinkable and our neighbors cackling away.
It would have, I just told you, anyone in Pakistan who was hoping for an India loss today was shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Because India loss would have meant India and USA would have had a greater chance of going through. Pakistan is the team that would have missed out. Just to explain on that, India would have gotten, because I'm just assuming their stance right now of for future. Anyway, India would have gotten in favorite for that game, but 2 points there. You'd fancy India to beat Namibia as well as Netherlands, and so pocket those many points. You would have had a scenario where USA you would have expected them to pick up points maybe against Pakistan, but even if I don't count
At least
that,
Namibia, Netherlands.
they're also sitting on that.
Yeah.
And Pakistan, best case scenario, also would have sat on those many points. Because of the net run rate they would have suffered versus India, Pakistan would have hurt them more. So India, USA, I'm saying, I can't say 100% because we would have to see net run rate and the results also. But the probability of India, USA going through would have been far greater than India, Pakistan had India lost today. So for people in Pakistan who are hoping for an India win, do a check.
No, you have to cut them some slack. Come on, they're far too used to cheering whenever the USA does one over India.
See, today only, day one they had Kudrat Ka Nizam moment.
Took me 2 minutes to come up with that one.
Exactly. Rajat Agarwal is saying, with current form of Bumrah, shouldn't DSP continue?
No, please put some respect on Bumrah's name, yeah. There's no disrespect on Siraj, but there is not a bowler in this world I would take over Bumrah.
But I must point out, the other day I was saying his form's dipped.
It's dipped also partly because ironically it's not going to be helped by this. Why? Because his workload management is never consistent. He'll play 2 matches, then miss 1 match, then play one match.
But this time, I believe it is not workload.
Of course it isn't. I'm just saying the point is prior to that, because of that sketchy kind of workload. All I'm saying is if you want to play him 3 matches, then don't play him 2. Then at least that way the rhythm is there.
I mean,
I don't think they got the workload management right in that series because you're expecting 4 overs every alternate day to begin with, and then there were 2 day breaks. That's fine. That's completely fine.
My point is, though, in the long term, why it's hampered him is because he looks like, my opinion, he's lacking rhythm.
He is. We saw
and again today, missing this match through illness is not going to help his rhythm. I want him to play 3-4 matches on the trot. Then you see his rhythm come back. Then DSP, BSP, SP, no one will come in place. Then I only believe in Jassi Bhai.
Because
political party is there.
yeah, no problem. There is no party called DSP.
And SP, he has both. He's doing full UP politics.
Well, yeah, 2027.
Now I see why. Because of the news he gave us.
You have shifted from Jamna Par, indeed.
No, but just to answer that question, Rajat, even though I agree that his form is dipped from that 2024 World Cup where he was absolutely the best player on the pitch. I'm not even saying batter bowler, best player on the pitch. His form is there, but still, even now, eyes closed, he's your best bowler. He has to play.
Correct. Yep.
Whoever it is. has to make way for him.
Chirag is again saying, I'll repeat that batting depth is compulsory. Game changed across 3 formats, even in 50 and test in overseas. Even bowlers should contribute with bat. SA, Oz, NZ, Ing. Their bowlers also contribute in tests.
That's right, but the problem is that the likes of the examples he named, Australia have like a Cummins and Stark, who are pure bowlers who can bat.
Yeah.
They're not bits and pieces players who you're
He's
putting
underestimating Arshdeep, Viv Richards, Desmond Haynes.
Yeah.
Arshdeep de Villiers,
Varun
Mohammad
Desmond Haynes Chakravarti.
Mohammad Vivian Richards Siraj,
Yeah.
and Varun Desmond Haynes Chakravarti.
DSP Mohammad Vivian Richards.
And he's also
Siraj.
forgetting that the record for the most runs in a test over also belongs to Jasprit Bumrah.
Jasprit Bumrah, 35 runs. Yeah, in
He's
one over.
forgetting all that. But on saying that you have bowlers contribute today only, it's actually Fahim Ashraf who's contributed and helped Pakistan win.
Absolutely.
Again, I mean, talking about examples of bowlers helping teams win.
1 over. That was the key. 1 over.
Yeah.
Funny part is the Pakistan keep trying to hype Shaheen this, Shaheen that. Fahim Ashraf outshone him in 1 over.
He does have a 50 in T20.
No, Fahim technically, I know Fahim technically we look at him as a bowler, but I was looking up, he's actually a bowling all-rounder.
Yeah.
He can bat a bit.
Yeah.
So he's,
Because he's not much of a bowler, to be honest.
I agree, cutter bowler.
So that's why I think it's because of his
Batting that he gets included. Yeah.
Yeah. Daniel is saying Sky was brilliant, especially with 20 of 20 in start. Bilaterals are easy. World Cup pressure gets to you.
Yeah.
Akshar went wild in World Cup 2024 final because Virat was there at the other end. You need a calm man and one is enough.
As Sky himself did a long time back.
Yeah. Even Hardik.
Yeah.
But that was that main thing
Asia
that came
Cup.
from
Quick,
Sky.
Yeah.
quick vote on Hardik's new hairstyle.
He saw
Two
Eminem of
thumbs down.
2000s and said, I want me some of that.
Eminem.
Yeah.
Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Nah. Why?
I don't know what he does to himself sometimes.
He's a cool cat. Yeah.
I like the fact that he probably doesn't care, and that's
Yeah,
nice.
Exactly. He just doesn't care. I'm sure he must be like
it's the kind of thing that
subjected to a lot of trolling because of. I mean, because such hairstyle is not taken very easily in India as such.
Yeah, we like our clean cut boys.
Yeah, but he doesn't care.
He really doesn't care.
also like we used to footballers getting on with this blonde look and all.
Neymar in particular was
Yeah.
Even Griezmann, right?
Oh, Griezmann,
Griezmann,
no, don't
yeah.
remind me. Yeah. That was,
Yeah.
It's quite something. Yeah.
Naveen.
Hardik's Hardik in so many ways.
Yeah. Naveen Narayan. Not adapting to slow conditions is a real concern. If this is against Australia, South Africa, story would have been different. Everyone looked bizarre apart from Sky.
But see, that's also one thing is good it came in this match. So now, if in the future you encounter a similar pitch early on, you will tell yourself, no, okay, this is a different pitch.
Yeah.
I don't need to be playing gung-ho cricket here. Here I can play attritional, sensible cricket. I think Sky was the only one who figured it out. So kudos to him. And again, as I said, if this had to happen, better it happen now than against Australia, USA, South Africa.
I think Wankhede is hosting a semi-final also, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Rookie Techie. Kudos to USA analysts. They figured out our batters' weaknesses.
Correct.
Abhishek, square fielder, Stacky, and Ishan outside of slow balls. Dube, slow bouncer.
I think it's
Totally
also quite
agree.
possible because their analysts also Indian. Half the team is Indian.
Yeah. No, which is why I pointed that out. With looking at India's batting performance and being critical, which of course you need to look at it critically as well. But kudos, USA were bang on the money, so prepared, knew exactly what they needed to do for
The
everyone.
Abhishek one in particular really surprised me.
So that, by the way, we've now seen 3 instances. Twice we saw that in the New Zealand series where the fielder was placed exactly where he'd played the shot. The fielder didn't have to move an inch. And today.
Like a deep extra cover.
Absolutely, yeah. And once I remember there was somebody on the leg side, deep square leg somewhere over there. So deep mid wicket. So yeah, this is something that teams are figuring out about him. Maybe the areas where he wants to go for his shots.
Correct. Pranav Sonjay is saying, tactical blunder, Rinku ahead of Aksar, 4 down.
I agree. I think you could have gone if you wanted to float a left-hander. I would have also gone with Akshar because with Rinku, he's the only one who gives me finishing. I would have gone with Akshar because you've had Akshar also play as a floater in the past.
Same.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. Though, I mean, having said that, I would have wanted Rinku to have used this opportunity to show us that he has other gears too, because I firmly believe he does.
He does.
He's
just
got a
not
very
been able
good
to show
record
it.
Total
in
in the
ODI
New Zealand
cricket.
series. Yeah.
He does that in the red ball as well.
Yeah, for
so
UP.
54
he does have
average.
those gears, and I would want him Because most people then treat him just as a finisher, which
I
he does a
agree.
good job at. But I would want everyone to see that side of. He's a proper batter at the end of the day. He's not just a
Finisher.
hitter or a finisher or just a aggressive batter. He has different kind of gears to his batting.
Yeah.
I love conflicts.
From
says,
Canada.
Lucky that the new ICC rules are not in effect yet.
I
but
will have
says-
conflicts tomorrow.
Yeah.
For some minute. Now that he's reminded me.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yes.
It says that
Because I love
stumping needs complete control of the ball. Also, India lack a solid anchor like Babar in the middle with a winky emoji.
Wow.
Clearly, he's being tongue in cheek.
You're having a 20 kilo anchor for a
Bobsy,
rowboat.
Bobsy.
So if you want our opinion on Babar's shot and batting today, please check out our post-match show.
For the Pakistan match.
We hailed Babar Azam. or Baldev Agarwal.
all hail Emperor Babar.
All hail Baldev Agarwal. Yeah. Rakesh Bhushan, is the pressure of 300 in this tournament will spell trouble for Indians in this World Cup against big team? Or should they play to situation? Surya was slightly unhappy with the batsman.
I don't think they're taking pressure of 300%. That's more
Yeah.
a broadcast and
Yeah.
us media construct than anything else. But I do agree with the second part that Surya did seem unhappy with the batters and you needed to play to the situation today.
Yep.
That I agree.
You need to.
Also, I think India will have a much more realistic approach. Also, the pitch will play a part, but against Australia and South Africa, perhaps, you're not even having those totals in mind. You know, you will not perhaps be getting those opportunities, no matter how bad a day the South African bowlers may have.
See-
Can you really taunt them for 300 runs? That will only happen.
No, see, 300s don't happen. You don't plan for it. What you do is you go play attacking cricket.
If it
you get
does-
a great start. You're sitting on 16 4 overs. You're like, okay,
That's
it's coming off, no loss. We're
Let's
in
keep
the groove.
hitting.
Go.
See, because you're playing in Delhi one game, you're playing in Colombo where it may not be possible because I think that will be sluggish.
Colombo, you're only traveling to, na? As things stand.
But you're not going to take 300. You don't.
Not there, for
Yeah.
sure. Not there.
See, Kolkata offers you a chance because you're playing one Super 6 game there, if I'm not
Delhi
mistaken.
might offer you that chance.
Delhi might too, yeah.
Yeah, Kolkata and Delhi might give you the opportunities to do that. Ahmedabad, I
And
don't
Delhi
know.
you're facing Namibia.
Namibia, yeah. So, Chennai, I don't know. There's a relayed outfield, so I don't know how the pitch is going to behave. It will be a new wicket altogether. So, that is a bit dodgy. I think 300, as Shane rightly said, I think it's a
media
broadcast
construct.
and media
Yeah.
construct. I don't see it happening in a World Cup.
If the Indian players are going into this pressure that we have to get 300, then no way, not a chance.
No way.
Yeah, but what Rakesh also points out in another comment says that 1, 2, 3 all left-handers, won't it be a staple diet for a good bowling attack? Further questions: if Bumrah gets fit, whom will he replace? Will we see India playing 3 spinners going forward?
For the third one, only in Colombo.
And only on a pitch which really
Yeah.
is offering you something different.
If-
Also, if Bumrah gets fit, whom will he replace?
Siraj out. Bumrah in.
No brainer.
No brainer. Much as I love DSP, sir.
And the all left-handers also have no issue. I think we make too much of it.
Yeah.
India used to have, for the longest time, top 4, 5 all right-handers. So what happened? Played last World Cup you won. You had Rohit and Virat opening, both right-handers. Yeah,
And Aksar would be your floater.
yeah, correct. Sky would bat at 3 sometimes, so your top 3 would be right-handers.
At the bottom, you would have Dube also. So, no issues. I mean,
No.
No problems.
You need a quality batter. Left hand, right hand doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Exactly.
go down.
But
Ajay.
Dhruv is the left-hander. I'm just saying about right-handers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if there's, you packed with right handers, left handers, this just should not matter. A quality batter will always
Correct.
score runs.
Ajay is saying from Canada, so do you now agree that batters need to have a lower gear in their armory? Pure one-dimensional hitting won't fly in a cup. The pressure is different from friendlies and this was not even a knockout.
I mean, see, you need that lower gear in certain circumstances.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think 7 times out of 10, India's approach is winning you games hands down.
I
Hands
agree.
down.
I agree.
I mean, look at the New York game, India-Pakistan. I think they played according to the situation. And
Key is
helped-
the situation.
Yeah.
Also, there is that 8th batter exactly so you could afford that kind of an approach because you're not just as there. If you're just applying that lower gear, all of the first 5 batters, then what is the 8th batter going to do?
Exactly.
He will not get to bat at that rate.
You're not going to put him in an
And this is exactly what you wanted to
And-
change from the last time.
And why is everyone assuming that this team, because now lately you've seen a series where they've been going berserk. You're forgetting you played the Asia Cup, you won on low scoring pitches. only.
Exactly.
So it's not that. You would just get a quick start, Abhishek would give you that, and then you'd have to consolidate. It was not bang, bang, bang throughout.
Remember Tilak's knock in the final? It was very attritional.
No, all
knock.
your, because the pitches were sad.
Exactly.
What do you do? You were.
And also, let's not forget one thing. This you had that experiment in Vizag. 6 batters, 5 bowlers. It failed. You're not going into that again. So that's why 8 batters is the way forward. You play according to the situation, you'll win. Simple. Dhanush is saying, DSP Siraj without Bumrah's encounter
I
specialist.
told you he'll perform well in Bumrah's absence. It happened.
Yeah, England series.
England series. Every time Bumrah's on the bench, Siraj like, me.
I believe only in me.
I believe in me.
Yes.
Govinda says, if India wins this World Cup and if Surya plays a vital role throughout the World Cup, do you think he will go down as GOAT Indian batter ahead of Virat? Ooh, good question.
No.
Maybe in T20s. Maybe in T20s. But even there, Virat's
even
impact
there,
is
Virat,
massive.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
massive.
No.
Yeah. But the
But
only
the
difference will be
Captain.
captain and 2 T20 World Cups.
Exactly. Virat had just one.
Yep.
And unfortunately with Virat, he was, by the way, before that, in all T20 World Cups that he played, he was your best batter.
Best batter, yeah.
But
16,
for the World Cup that India won, he had an underwhelming tournament.
Underwhelming too, yeah. Only
Other than
barring the final.
Barring the final.
Yeah.
So, in that sense, but before that, all other T20 tournaments, he was clearly your best batter.
Clearly.
I mean, even Rohit has had 2 World Cups, T20 World Cups, one as a player and one as a captain.
Exactly.
Surya will have the same if he does
Surya
that.
have that.
So, answer his question.
No.
I think, you know what, we're not ducking the question, but it's very tough to say it now. You'll have to see the kind of impact that he had.
Yeah, I'll say no.
Yes.
I'll still say no. Because
Yeah,
Virat, over the
possible.
years, the kind of consistency he showed, I know different eras.
But, then you'll also look at Sky as the
X Factor.
X factor,
Maverick.
the change the kind of batting.
Yeah. It's a tough question.
It'll be
It's a-
tough.
Very tough because
But I'm saying you'll be best positioned to answer that once you.
suddenly,
tournament's done.
when you really come down to answering this question, you cannot be, turning a blind eye to Mohali or to
100%.
Melbourne.
Although-
No, all of that will count for a lot.
Although, look, when you look at GOAT Indian batter, my top 3
He's
would
talking
be
about T20s only.
T20s.
Yeah, there's no one in their right minds who'd.
For me,
ODI is not
number
Or
1.
test.
For me, number 1 is Rohit. Number 2 is Virat. Number 3 might be Sky. I'll tell you why for Rohit.
In T20 eyes.
Yeah, I mean, see, he was the first guy who's now gone to 5 T20 centuries, firstly, but his impact as a captain. He changed
No,
the
I agree.
entire
I agree, but
blueprint.
we're just talking about batter.
Purely the batter. That's
I
where
mean,
it becomes
impact,
debatable.
yeah, 92
It's
against
like,
Australia,
it's
St.
like legacy.
Lucia.
When we look at the Dhoni, we'll have a great legacy, but when
Yeah.
we'll have batters discussion,
I
we will not
mean,
feature that high.
you can't expect, Virat clinical and absolutely memorable 82s, but let's not forget Rohit's 92 against Australia, St.
No,
Lucia.
definitely
No,
not.
definitely not.
Who's forgetting
I
that?
mean, more T20 impacts when you look at it to change the culture. Just for that,
But Siddharth,
No,
the way
Siddharth, no. I'll tell you
was
why.
being played
Not
at
at-
that time, Virat Kohli was still
Virat,
the biggest
Virat.
thing to fear.
2007, he had 1 or 2 good knocks.
He was averaging
Rohit.
50 plus in T20
Sure,
eyes, yeah.
exactly.
For the longest
Yeah,
That is
no,
how
Forget
T20.
it.
At the moment it's Virat. One can paint a very different picture of Virat because of the times we're living in right now. But back in the day, Virat
yeah.
Kohli was the batter everyone feared.
Agreed.
sure. But even Rohit for his...
Yes, Virat could not have batted the way Abhishek and Tilak would do at times. But
ODI now, in fact, again, it's not even a comparison because what Virat has done in ODI is just next level.
Yeah.
But I think Rohit's impact in ODIs is greater than his impact in T20.
Agreed.
Like hundreds in World Cups, double
500s
hundreds
in a
that
World
he's
Cup,
got.
3 double hundreds.
Exactly. So, Champions Trophy, the 2013. So, he's actually contributed far more in ODIs in terms of multiple performances that I can see from Rohit than even T20. But there also, he has to now encounter a GOAT level Virat.
Virat's.
Chase Master.
Because that's the thing, Virat, and in ODIs it's Virat 1, Rohit 2, but in T20s it's Rohit 1, Virat 2.
No chance.
Wait,
No
in
way.
ODIs, it's
No
Sachin,
way.
Virat, Rohit.
I mean, this era, Sachin,
Dwarfs
that's
everyone.
Exactly.
Then you are
Pandora's
combining
box.
these
I will
Yeah.
open the Pandora's box. I will say that the Sachin era had the toughest batting
Of course,
conditions.
of course.
They did. Without
They did.
One ball,
Yeah.
horrible pitches.
Better better bowling
can
lineups.
Can I be honest? I will also put Sachin ahead of Virat in ODIs,
course.
but as a white ball batter, I may go with Virat
Overall,
because Sachin didn't have to contend with T20.
T20,
exactly.
For Virat to have mastered both
And
as
actually
a
test
pure
cricket too.
white ball batter,
Yeah.
I'd put Virat higher than.
Of course, bowling lineups that time was even more deadlier.
Sachin had only one ball, one reverse swinging ball to
That's
contend
why I
with his
say,
whole
yeah,
career.
yeah.
Virat got 2 new balls to smack.
That's why I said that I'll
Yeah.
put him not purely on numbers but the conditions that were there. Because in those days, you used to, and I was talking to a lot of cricketers from those times, 230, 240 were winning totals.
Yeah.
And it's not that players couldn't get more runs, you would have a situation, so many times you take out the scorecard in the 90s, teams used to be 190 for 2, chasing 240,
And then not
all
win.
out.
Yeah.
All out. Once the ball got old, started
yeah.
reversing, heavy, saliva, impossible.
Discoloration.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible to forget it a boundary or a 6. Impossible to hit it outside the 30 yard.
Sighting the ball would be difficult.
Also,
Yes.
quality
So
of
heavy.
bowling also.
So
yeah.
heavy and
Heavy it
sluggish,
becomes, it doesn't travel only
Very
then,
tough.
I mean, even the quality from the teams, opposing teams. I mean, the South Africa had a Donald,
Yeah,
Pollock,
because
Callis,
that
de
is
Villiers.
I don't
That's
like to
another
comment
debate.
on.
That I
No,
will
because then
still,
every
it's
generation-
open to interpretation.
Interpretation,
Because
exactly.
you have, Anderson, Broad, you had
Stain.
Stain, all of
Stark,
these
Stain,
guys.
Mogul,
Philander.
Philander.
So they were
If this
good
generation
bowlers.
has seen the Hazel Gods and the Starks of
Yeah.
the world, then you saw Wasim Bakar as well. Now,
Wasim Bakar.
try settling that debate as to which generation had the better bowlers. There may not be.
True.
Yeah, actually, when you look at it, more teams had better quality. Now, in this era, most of the quality is gone from at least 2-3 teams. A West Indies isn't intimidating. A Sri Lanka isn't intimidating. A Pakistan isn't that intimidating
Yeah, sure.
as it
Not
was.
at that level.
Only you have Australia, you have an England.
Sri
to a certain
Lanka
extent.
those days, Chaminda was,
Vaz,
Murli,
Vaz,
even
Delara Fernando.
Jayasuriya was him.
Yeah, Jayasuriya.
Surya, the all-rounder, which we don't talk about much. We tend to
Third-
forget about
13,000
his contribution to
runs.
the ball.
Yeah, 13,000 ODI runs and 300 wickets. Yeah. Next level goal.
In fact, as Sridhar Savakar points out, saying that Virat in the 2016 T20 World Cup scored 273 runs, averaging
Yeah.
something like 130. Next best was MS with 89 runs.
No average.
89 runs. Not an 89 average. 89 runs compared to 273. As he says, Virat single-handedly carried the batting.
That's
there.
why we mentioned those World Cups as well. At that phase, he was just on a different plane.
Plane.
Absolutely.
2016, my good God.
Yeah, that was a crazy year.
Yeah.
973 IPL. Yeah.
Still no title.
Still no title. Still had an average of 100 and 150 strike rate. Still couldn't win.
So, yeah. Okay, we've got last few questions. I'm going to go through all of them. Deepak Yadav says Maxwell 200 and Surya 89 both came on the same pitch and both saved pride. This should be one of the best T20 Indian innings along with Virat's
Was
Melbourne.
it the same pitch? I doubt.
Yeah, it's why same pitch would you?
Wankhede.
The ground.
Venue, yeah.
No, venue.
He means that.
No.
But to answer his second point, it is a very important knock that he's played today. Just that the difference is it's come against USA, so
Opposition.
will not get that. Had the same knock, same situation against Pakistan, same game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Surya's knock would be remembered for a
Forever.
very long time. But I
Completely.
think I'll put that
Yeah.
Virat knocked much ahead because again that was an impossible situation. Yeah, that was
28 of 8.
No.
You were down and
2%.
out.
Both the
Chance.
things. I mean, Surya 89, was he battling an injury and were you chasing? Australia's win percentage was 1.2%. Yet he scored 200, battling
that-
injury. It is one of the greatest.
It is the
knocks
best ODI knocks ever.
Maxwell, yeah.
Maxwell, yeah. And here Virat Kohli, Kohli goes down the ground, Kohli goes out of the ground. Iconic lines which even defied science. The knock defied science also.
true. Dev Pratap Singh Chauhan says, Nikhil bhai, the two main conclusions are in World Cups, experience matter. The Sky has played 4 World Cups, and other is whatever we say, the toss at Wankhede semi-final will be crucial. Both bang on point.
Yeah.
Bang on point. And this is why they say that, you got to go in with experience. Why do people, and I was listening to MS Dhoni, who really speaks when he was asked about that, should Virat and Rohit play? He says that they're fit, they're performing, why would I not want to play? And he said experience. He said, you forget that experience is not playing 10 matches, 20 matches, 30 matches. Experience is playing 100 games, 120 games. That's when you start understanding what to do in what situation. So that you can't say, oh, we have team, they've all played 30, 40, 50. No. You need that in World Cups. You need people having played more than 100 games in that format. That is real experience. So that really came through today as well. There were so many in the line is... Acha. No, there were 2-3 more, no, below that.
Some of them were also replying to each other. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Anshu Mishra says, Nikhil sir, today prayed to God before the 19th over. Please God, let the Netherlands win this match. We will offer prasad at the temple. My heart broken today in first day of Valentine's week, friend.
here's a rose for you, my friend.
It's okay, I say concentrate on our team, man.
Yeah. ये फर्क नहीं
But it was good fun watching that.
It was.
It could have been a generational hate watch if they'd have choked.
Indeed.
I agree. We've got Indian supporters saying putting Rohit aged
Ahead of.
Ahead, sorry. Of Virat in T20 is not fair at all, man. My God, he is the biggest match winner in T20 as at least for India. Also, a point for Harshit. India versus South Africa, New Zealand series, 1 ball era Virat.
One ball,
No, he's talking about the recent series. No, but Indian supporter, this few
Yeah.
things I'll just try and explain to you. So this 1 ball is coming. It's still not a 50 over old ball.
It's 25
So,
over.
You've got 25 over, then gets the remaining 14.
Yeah.
So that's still different. And secondly, all your rules have changed. Saliva is not even allowed on the ball
Correct.
anymore. And now with so many cameras, no scruffing, nothing happening. Those days,
The boots,
many
the
things
zips,
were it's
Vaseline.
very different. Trust me, go watch some of those matches on YouTube.
No, and the most important part in those 90s, the conditions would be the same because it was a day game. You would encounter the same conditions
Hey,
throughout.
those such thing as dew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would
So
not make
even more
batting
tougher
easy.
then.
Yeah. Agreed. GGK says Sanju is needed over Ishan. Can't have so many.
Sure,
different
that's why he wants Sanju in the team over Ishan.
Yeah.
I smell
GGK.
bias.
GGK.
And coming from Shane Bias.
My bias detector is off the charts.
Yeah.
Okay, finally, Kishore says USA prepared so well today. The captain at the toss said few players have started their careers in India. So it's kind of
They knew the
conditions well. Read the pitch, just couldn't cross the line. Yeah, good point.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Good point. They knew the
Harmeet
conditions.
though, I think
At
one
least
of
they
the-
knew the conditions better than the commentators on ground.
Of course.
That pitch report is like, it reads like a set of jokes at this point in time.
Harmeet though, I think, has won the Under 19 World Cup also, right?
Of course, 2012.
Yeah.
Harmeet Singh.
So speak about knowing, the country, the pitch.
He was the guy who scored the winning run against Pakistan in that low-scoring game in Townsville. They had to chase 135. They were 8 or 9 down. Harmeet Singh scored the winning run.
And now he's playing against India.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Funny.
By the way, I was just looking, I was going through the PSL auction list. It has a certain Agni Chopra.
Wait. It's come now.
Yeah.
Agni Chopra, it's in.
Because he's now become a US citizen.
Oh, Vidu Vinod Chopra's son.
Yeah.
He's posted a clarification.
No, that's not true. I've seen the actual link of that. thing.
Yeah.
I'll show
But
it.
he's replied now. That's
No, he's wrong. I'll just
Yeah,
show it to
could
you.
be.
No, I have not seen any report. I have seen here. Here you go.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm opening. This is the PCB official list I'm
Wow.
quoting.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't see any report. I
Yeah.
saw a press release. I just am seeing from there. You can see the press release. So I'm actually gone to the PCB official list.
Right.
Okay, and
I think you can search.
yeah,
and
one
see.
second. Relax. I'll show it to you.
Yes, but then he's also now.
That may be a thing, but it's
Yeah.
there. No,
It's there.
It's
It-
not a false report.
it
I'm
is
quoting
there.
the actual list from the
Yeah.
website.
That's not a false
Yeah,
report. It
there
could be
you
a
go.
mistake.
Yeah.
Could be that.
It is.
No,
it
can't
is.
be.
Maybe you
He's-
regretted it.
He's coming in it from United States of America.
Yeah.
Oh, then he got cold feet.
Yes, he's got cold.
He's got cold
Yes,
feet.
yeah.
Absolutely.
You can say whatever. I didn't see some report and I'm quoting that. I'm actually open the list. This is
Exactly.
the official auction.
Yes, you can check it out. It is there. Number 800 and
830.
822.
Because there's a US player. And see, he's not the only one. There are a lot of,
Lot of-
Indian names,
Yeah.
but they're all US citizens now.
Correct.
Do you understand? So I just saw a few more. So for example, you
Samit
got
Patel.
Nitish Kumar.
yeah.
What do
Then
you
there
think?
is
He's
Samit
Indian
Patel.
origin, right?
Good
Yeah.
politics.
Yeah.
So, but he's still British. So
Correct.
when they're like that, there are many. You've changed your nationality and you're playing.
Correct.
Which is fair.
Yeah, he doesn't want to play. He can opt out.
You can opt out. You don't need to be talking
But he
about
clearly
fake
would have
reports.
signed for his name to come
Yeah.
there. He can't come there.
It's not like the PSL people
Yeah.
saw his name and like, let's put it there.
No.
No, not happening.
Exactly.
Okay, before we wind up, this is called Pawan Giri.
Pawan Giri, okay.
Shivam Giri is not here. Pawan Giri today.
Pawan Giri. Yes.
To be fair, it'll be the Pawan Raj Singh, but
Yeah. Pawan Rajgiri. ठीक है. Yeah.
Oh, it is Shivam Giri.
It is the Shivam Giri,
Yeah.
He may not be here in person.
but he's here with us. in
शिवम
spirit.
गिरी का
In spirit.
कॉपीराइट हमारे पास ही है. So
So,
Ah,
अभिषेक शर्मा, टाइम पास नहीं करता हूँ, पहली बॉल पर शॉट लगाता हूँ, लगा तो 6, नहीं तो सीधा डगआउट जाता हूँ.
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, but
it's
that's
not
his
funny.
approach. That's his approach.
पता है हम
मैच
मैच
कहाँ हारे? Netherlands.
By dismissing Babar. Oh, Bobsy.
Oh goodness.
What a shot he played. Yeah. Terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
Mood in the start of the match, scared. Mood in the end of the match, dancey dance.
Chup ke.
Yes.
Yes.
Got picked up in squad yesterday. Entered playing 11 today. Got 2 wickets in opening spell. DSP Siraj. Assalamu alaikum World Cup.
Look at that setting. Rahman Daket's this thing.
Yeah, they morphed his face onto it.
God.
Every time. Next, Mohammad Siraj when Bumrah is playing.
When
He's a good dragon. When Bumrah is not playing, he's a ferocious
dragon. Yes.
Phenomenal indeed.
Yep. अंदर से आज भी दिल है हिंदुस्तान.
See, this is what I was saying. I was watching it on social media. People having a go that he is. A lot of it was coming from across the border. I'm sure meme makers in India were also doing it. That he has helped India win.
It's very unfair on the Oracle, man.
Exactly. Developed a wonderful cricketing app also to identify.
And I heard he was one of the reasons that Pakistan lost all.
Netrawal.
Yeah.
Of course.
I think 3 wickets he took in that 2020. Suryakumar Yadav today.
Oh, he's one person standing against a whole army. It's true.
It's a Game of Thrones.
Yes, this is a Game of Thrones. Jon Snow.
Jon Snow. Okay.
Surya Snow.
Surya Snow. इंडिया क्या कहता था 300 बनाएंगे हम अब हम कहते हैं 200 कहाँ है.
This is that meme. क्या कहता था?
So, fun fact, this meme might be used in another video of us.
Yeah.
This meme might be used in another video of ours, which might be coming up soon.
Yes.
You should use a lot, all of them.
Yeah. No, not these. I've used memes to tell the story, not these memes. In a slightly different way.
Okay.
But this one is what starts it.
There's a special match report coming your way, done by Shane Dias, which is going to tell you the story of the match in a very hilarious way. So do check that out as well.
Yeah. Suryakumar Yadav saving our izzat today.
Superman.
Superman.
Or in this case, Surya man.
Surya
The new
man.
one has come now. Some new Superman's come.
They keep rebooting
something,
this thing.
yeah,
Warner Brothers just can't make their mind.
Suryaman.
Suryaman.
Suryaman. Oh, that's good. Suryaman. When you see NRI bowlers troubling Team India, Hindustan के सबसे बड़े दुश्मन. यार, come on.
Again, we're quoting Dhurandhar.
Yeah.
Again, Ajit Doval of all people. That's Ajit Doval.
Yeah.
Me when Park batting collapses, me when Ind batting collapses.
They're laughing and then
Nana
looking at it
Patekar,
with one eye. Yeah, of
I
course.
just saw talking about Nana Patekar. I just saw a clip of an interview by Anurag Kashyap that Ridley Scott, a famous British director, saw some work of Nana Patekar, called up Anurag Kashyap and said, I want to cast him in one of those Leonardo film. I forget the name of the film. And he said, and for the main villain role. And he said, I want to cast him. So he said, okay, I called up Nana Patekar saying Ridley Scott has called. He wants to cast you as the main villain. So what is the role? He said, the villain was that of a terrorist or something. He said, no, it's a terrorist role. I won't do it.
Oh.
He did do that role.
Was it
As eccentric as they come.
Was it for Blood Diamond?
No, not Blood Diamond. Another one. I'll tell you. And he said he refused. I don't want to do that.
Wow.
This is a very naughty meme.
तुम दोनों वापस आना चाहते हो
तो मैं समझा दूंगा जीजी को. Oh, goodness. Done? Okay. When you want them to repeat history of 29 June, but they're repeating 19 November.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just one game.
It's one match, people, I swear.
Yaar.
And that too won.
I know.
You won.
Yeah.
Commentators, India batting first, 300 alert. Meanwhile, US bowlers.
हम गधे हैं.
But this might be the first time I'm seeing Kejriwal since the election debacle.
Yeah.
Yep. Currently, it is easier to enter USA as a cricketer than a software engineer. Yeah, Monank.
Yeah, true.
Actually, it is true.
It is. Shubham
Play cricket.
Ranjane.
We just saw few who've enrolled
Yeah.
in PSL auction.
Bangladesh watching Scotland play the World Cup. बाहर से. Oh yes. Mustafiz. Done.
Oh.
Okay, guys, on that note, we'll take your leave. But thank you so much for your company as always. We had a great time on program. So great that we've had a blank screen.
Hey. Even the screen conked out.
It just conked out at the most inopportune time.
So even the screen has given up on us.
It's time for it to go to sleep now.
But take care. Still, as I said, the interesting take on the match
Yep.
is coming up. My match report, as always, is coming up.
And
Lots
And
more.
there is Siraj who's spoken in the press conference.
You got a humorous report coming up. You got a
Match report
analytical
coming up.
report coming up. Siddharth,
Siraj.
Surya
Post-match
Yeah.
court report coming up. Too much coming up.
Yes.
Still plenty
Our
to go.
work's not done. We're
Yep,
still on it.
indeed.
You guys take care. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Nandri.
Vanakkam.
Tomorrow is a big game, by the way. Afghanistan, New Zealand, and we're going to be live for post-match of that.
Yep.
It should be around 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
Yes.
And that's a good game. That game could actually decide what happens in that group of death.
Yeah. Grudge match for New Zealand because they lost to Afghanistan in the previous 2020 T20 World Cup.
Okay then, take care. Good night.
Nandri,
Bye-bye.
Vanakkam.
Nandri, Shubhratri, Shabba Khair, eat your vegetables.
Don't trouble your mother and subscribe to Sports Today.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.